So the traditional business model that is in the parks market is slowly changing, and we are facilitating that change rather than resisting us.
Welcome everyone to another Parking Network video. Today I'm joined by Peter, the Director of International Business. Peter, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well, Manoj. Thanks for asking. How are you?
Doing fantastic. Yeah, thank you for joining. Always a pleasure to speaking to everyone from IP Parking. As the audience likely knows quite a bit about the organization, since you guys have been in the community for quite a while, I was hoping to already dive deep into specifically the experience concept that you guys have. Could you expand on it?
Yes, absolutely. The experience concept is it finds its origin in the fact that throughout the company, and not only the sales and marketing team, always focusing on the customer journey. It's the way the end user interacts with our equipment, and we always try to visualize that when we go into any process, either a marketing related process or when it concerns development, integration. And for that reason, so many people, not only the sales and marketing team is involved in that customer journey, but it's the development people, it's the integration people, it's throughout the entire company, and that's that customer journey. We took that a step further, and we translated that into the experience. So the experience that one has when interacting with our hardware, with our software, with our applications, and to make sure that that is an optimal experience, but also for the people working in our company. So we are a customer first and employee focused organization, and the experience that everybody has with the brand, with the company, we tried to make sure that we have that deep in everything we do. That's part of our core value.
Yeah, I think the name gives it away already. Could you then, would you say that this is really what makes you stand out in the market?
Maybe. I think that what makes us stand out in the market is we need to be customer focused, we need to be customer focused and employee first. But what makes us stand out in the market is the fact that we have a digital first mindset, and that might sound like an open door that I'm now kicking in, but the thing is, being digital first in a market that is very conservative is easier said than actually done. So by nature, parks vendors, we are equipment builders. And equipment builders, they're focused on hardware. And what is happening in the market is that the market is moving to a very digital approach. And it's not necessarily about what's happening in the garage, it's what's happening outside of the garage, and how you can interface and integrate it to the world around you. So that's digital first mindset. We had that since the beginning. IP Parking was founded in 2005, and as the company name implies, IP stands for Internet Protocol. Everything out of the gate was web-based, based on .com technology. So we were in the cloud since day one. And we were ahead of our time back then in 2005. But since the beginning, we were focused on the digital side of parking. And our technology allows us to do so, but also the mindset of the people in a development role, integration role, but also sales and marketing role, have that digital focus rather than just selling equipment. We are moving to more digital approach, less equipment. And so the traditional business model that is in the parks market is slowly changing, and we are facilitating that change rather than resisting us.
Well, talking about the history of the organization then, you have an interesting standpoint from a international look for the company. How do you see things changing at the moment?
Well, things are changing really fast. The world is getting smaller, but it's a move towards a very digital market. It's everything is now centering around the phone and applications that people want to use for either it's for payment, either it's for access control, it's for making bookings, loyalty, and so on. And we see that the world is changing very quick. And if you go to the trade shows 5-7 years ago, there was a focus on actual physical products. If you go there now, there's so much going on in the parking industry from a digital perspective. Companies are growing fast. Big money, big tech is entering the park markets, as you can see on some of the massive funding rounds that have been happening recently. So there are a lot of things happening.
So this digital transition and change in the market, do you find it to be the same, let's say, in the US, in Europe and elsewhere, or do you see a difference there?
I see a difference, and the main difference is that the US it's a massive market. It's very big. It's very homogeneous, and in Europe it's more fragmented. So the per country, from a parks perspective, we have very distinct differences in language, payment processing, and the way the end user interacts with parking equipment. So it makes it more difficult to have that massive amount of data or a platform that is used all over the market for reservation purposes and so on. So what we see and what I see in that is that in the US they're making great progress with things like data and automation. And so that is going really quick. Also the autonomous vehicles and so technology from that perspective is moving faster, in my opinion, than what is doing in Europe right now. So quite often in the parking industry, it is said that the European technological advancement in parking are further than they are in the US, but it just depends on your point of view.
So then, bringing things back to IP Parking, where do you see things headed for the company? What does the future look like?
The future is as my name, as you introduced me, I moved from the US, where I was the president of US operations, to a corporate role in the company. I'm now leading the international team. We have big plans for the near to medium term future in terms of our global expansion plans. Like I said, many things are happening in the world, and the world's getting smaller because of the digital aspects of things. And we have plans to expand to various countries worldwide.
All right, Peter, then thank you so much for joining today, and I wish you and your team good luck in that international growth.
Thank you for having me, Manoj.
Thank you for watching, everyone. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.